Good evening once again, everyone. I am Bilal Alao, certified SolidWorks expert. Welcome once again to our 3-day SolidWorks Bootcamp training. So, um, we have completed the first day. First day, we treated basic sketching and part modeling fundamentals. The day two, that was yesterday, we treated advanced part modeling and engineering drawing. So today we'll be going straight to the assemblies. But before we go to assemblies, would be taking us to what they call it. We'll be taking us through our yesterday's task. So by the time we are done with yesterday's task, we are going to go straight into what we have for us today. That's the assemblies. So I think it was very simple. It was more of a task that required um, a a patterning feature. Um, Paul, yeah, I think it was Paul that asked the question on the group. So is he here? Okay, I saw him. Seems he's no longer here. Okay, so when he comes back, I hope he meets this. Yeah. So let me share that. Please take a screenshot of it so that uh, once I share it, so just take a screenshot so that we can move forward. Yeah, please, someone should confirm when you have taken a screenshot of it so you can move forward. Anybody, if you can't see it clearly, please point it out so that I would know. But let's just take a screenshot or take a picture of it. Thank you. I need one person to confirm that they have done that so that I can move forward.
On the this thing is not showing well. If
Okay, let
we take
me
a
create.
screenshot.
Okay, what about this? What about this? So the person that just spoke now, can you confirm that you can see
Yes,
it
it's
now?
okay. Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
was able to.
Have you taken the screenshot?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So go straight to SolidWorks. Please, if you have any question while I'm working, you can quickly call my attention to it so that I will not go too far before I have to come back again. So I'm assuming that we are familiar with many of these things now because you have been following us for the past 2 days. So all this should not be an issue. So I'm basically adding a relation between all these lines so that they will be on an horizontal line to each other. So none of them can leave that uh, position.
Apologies, please. Can you go back and show how you
Yes.
do the relationship? Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let me just press Control Z. Okay. So I just click on the point, the center point, hold Control, then select the midpoint, then select the center point for this circle. So then I added the relation here, the horizontal relation here. so that everything will be on a straight line. So you don't
Okay.
have to worry about it. Yeah.
I don't know if it's
So
possible that as you are picking those points, maybe you make comment around it. That we want to be dragging
okay,
you back.
sir. Okay. That no problem. Yes, sir. So both circles are of same dimension. So you click on this edge, that's the edge of the circle, hold control, then select this edge also. So we make them equal because they are actually of equal dimension. So they are also um tangential to each other. So in the same way you did that, you hold control, you select it and then make them tangential. So this point at where the both of them met, we have to make it we have to put it at this point. So we can just come here to click on the point function to make sure we select that center point where two of them are meeting, then make it, you can just drag it or hold control, click on the point, hold control and select the middle, the center point, that's the origin,
Okay.
and then we make it okay, just the point, hold control, then we make it coincident. So coincident means that both of them will share the same center. So we can now start dimensioning now. This is 100 and radius 165. So remember it's radius, so you have to multiply it by 2, 165 by 2. So just like I said before, there are some things you don't have to worry about while using SolidWorks, like simple mathematics calculation like this. You can just put them in the chat. SolidWorks will help you solve them. So just press check. So we have our first part of our model. So for the type right there, it's not just telling you what type, what's the radius of that. So it's not like as if the type is actually saying anything special. I hope you understand that. This point is for what they call it. Um so we just note that now as we are going forward. So we'll draw this what they call it, this circle. We actually need three circles here. So we'll draw this, we'll draw this, and then we'll draw this. So remember, ensure that it's at the center point. But even if you made mistake and it's no longer at the center point, you can just use your relation to bring it to the center of your circle. So they are telling us that the inner one is radius 125. So this is also equals to this. So hold control while selecting the edge, to select both edge and then make them equal. Oh, I selected the wrong thing. So select this edge, select this edge, though is the diameter but is the edge, to make them equal. Then dimension any one of them. Since we have dimension this one, let us dimension it here now. So they said the radius is of 125. So we can just say 125 times 2. So we have dimensioned this. But from what they gave us, this is not a full dimension. It is a the center point. Yeah. So I mean the center line. So it means that it is not it's not going to affect our design. So we just click on the both, hold control again, click on it and turn these two sketches into a construction geometry. So here you see it down here in the options, you see for construction. So you just check the construction. But if you don't want to go through that, in the sketch here you can, okay, no, it does not, okay, you just have to click on this and then ensure that you check the for construction at the show here. So honest, the center circle, they are telling us that the center is of diameter 145. So it seems this is also equals to this. Make them equal, and then dimension one of them. So diameter 145. So check that. So we are fully done now. So the next thing that we want to do is to put all those edges that they have given us now at the center there. So those edges are of radius 30. Yeah, 30. So we have to create an arc of radius 30 at this point to connect this to this. So I will do that. We come here to the 3 point arc, click on this point. Oh, that was in the dimension. This is what we are meant to select, the 3 point arc in your sketch palette here. So you just click on any point here, click on any point here, and then draw it inside. So what we'll now do now is we are going to set a relation between this and this and this and this. So click on this edge and then click on this arc here. So we are going to make them tangential to each other. So you just come here. So tangential, as we all know from our this thing is mathematics, is that both of them are touching just at a point so that they are not entering one another. It's very important that we know that note that we don't want them to enter each other. So as you can see from here now, you can see that this one is entering this line, but we don't want that. So that's why we are setting the tangential constraint. So we set it again for this part and we give it like tangential. So we set our dimension. Our dimension radius there is radius 30. So because this is r, check it here, is r, so you don't have to worry about multiplying by 2. So we just put our 30 there. Yeah, so another one easy thing that we can do is using our mirror function. There's no need to be afraid to use your mirror function. So it's very much available for you. So you can just use your mirror function, but you have to create a center line. That's a construction geometry that is, how would I call it, that is horizontal at the middle to allow it create that point and mirror this arc by this point. So we come to our where is the mirror entities. Look for mirror entities. So you click on the mirror. What do you want to mirror? That's the entities to mirror. You click on it. So what is it mirroring about? So you click on this. But if you don't, if you that you just want it to come from here to here, you uncheck this copy. But if you still need this one, you let this copy be, so that it will just be that it is copying this one to here. Then check it once again. So once you have done that, as you can see now, our model has fully come to play. So what we'll just do now is to use the trim feature. So trim. So we'll trim these two sides and trim these two sides. So as you can see now, our model has come out. I think this looks like a binocular. Yeah. So we have this, right? So what's next? They are telling us that we have okay. I think we've made an error here. This is supposed to enter this point, right? So you need to check where the mistake came from. At the center, it was this that was supposed to be the center. So we have to go back to the beginning. Uh, okay, just press Ctrl Z to go back. There's no need to be afraid of going back. Ordinarily, we can delete the. Okay, let us just see how we can delete constraint too, because it's something that is also important for us to learn, because you might make mistake at times where you have to delete some entities that you have selected before. So we click on this center point. There are actually 2 points there, right? So we need to remove the coincident constraint that is making this and this join at the center. So we just click on we can see all the relations there. So we just delete any one of them. I think this is one that we delete. So we delete the coincident constraint so that both of them will no longer join at the center. We delete this also. Okay. So as you can see now, both of them are no longer joining at the center again. So what we want to actually join at the center is this point and this point. So we can make them, first of all, tangential to each other. So that's how you delete your constraints. You delete them by clicking on the constraint and then clicking on the right clicking on the constraint here and then delete it. So that's how we do the deleting of your constraint. So you have this now. So we need all these ones because they are not needed in this sketch. So we'll create our point again at that point, yeah, and then we'll make this point coincident to the center origin point, yeah. So we have made it now, and then we can trim the unnecessary features. This, 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 this. Okay, so we have what we need now. So from what we had on our this thing, so they gave us a radius 17 circle that we are going to pattern around these two center points. So you come here, click on circle, go to that center point, and we are going to create our circle there. We are going to dimension it radius 17, that's 17 times 2. So then now we are going to use our pattern feature to pattern it around these two sides. So come to pattern. Ensure that it's not the linear sketch pattern that you select. You see the down here, see the circular sketch pattern. So you click on the circular sketch pattern. What do you want to pattern? Entities to pattern. So you click on it. So this is what you want to pattern. You select it. What do you want to pattern it around? So this is what you want to pattern it around. So select the what we exactly want to pattern around. This is not what I want to. Yeah. So just this. Why is it selecting? Mm. So uh, trying to. Okay, so this is exactly what we want to pattern it around. Okay, we have to select this center. So that's what is going to decide what it is patterned around. That's the center of the circle. through this point. So we have to select the center as what it is patterning about. So what we actually need is 4. So we need 4 on this side and 4 on this side. So we are going to redo what we did here on this side also. So we have done for this side this 4 here. We'll click on check. So while I'm doing the second one, I'm going to show us more interesting things about the pattern feature. So select the center point again. We'll select what we want to pattern around the center point. So maybe peradventure, maybe when you are designing, that's pattern it, but you don't need this circle here. You only need this one and this one and this one. So you can just come here. In this instances to skip, normally you have to maybe drop it down here. So you just come here and you select that point. So once you select that, it will remove it from the patterned object. Yeah, so it will remove it. You will not see there. As you can see now, it's only 3 that are here now, but they are meant to be 4. So if you go back, uh yeah, you can just see it again. So select the center point, what you want to pattern. As you can see, it's there now. If we check it, we'll see that it is contained in the model. So it's something that maybe you are patterning like 20 objects, but you don't need some things in the middle. So you can just do that quickly. It's a simple sketch tool. So we are going to extrude our main model. Yeah. So once we extrude, what's the dimension of the extrusion? 20. So extrude by 20. 20. So check that. So as you can see now, our model is now ready. So if we check our mass properties, we can see what the volume is. From the question, our volume was 20, no, 240,000. No, that's 2,404 and 404,000 zero, no, just 13. Yeah, 13. So as you can see now, that's the same thing that we have in our model. So as you can see, that's a very very simple way of designing it, where you don't have to draw this circle again at that point, draw this circle again at this point, draw this circle again, draw this circle one by one. So you can just use the pattern to pattern what we already have about that axis. So for our drawing, I remember yesterday I made an error about our what standard we use in Nigeria. So I need to save this. Let me just save it. What pattern feature we use in Nigeria? So uh, okay, so I'm trying to save it now. Sorry, I may not see my. Okay. So Nigeria actually uses the first what they call it, the first angle projection. So that was a mistake from my part yesterday. I said third angle projection. I didn't know that I was already even used to the third angle projection. So it made me made me lazy to. So we actually use the first angle projection. So I'll be showing us the first angle projection now in our drawing, so that when we need to present our drawing, we don't make the mistake. Okay, so we select our sheet usual as usual. Mm, so once our sheet has been selected, so we'll come to the view palette. Remember, it's the front that we need first. So we'll come here, just drop the front here at this edge of the what they call it, of the model. So you allow your projection to come out to the right side. So front right, that's the side view, and then the top view. So this is the top view here. So where you might face some issue is if you drag it down. So you just drag it to the top as usual. So in SolidWorks, the isometric view can easily be moved about. So because they actually created it using the third angle projection. So it might be strange to you if you are taking it down like this. It will not make sense. So this is how the isometric view is supposed to look like. So just take it up like that, and then once you are done, once you have checked that, you can just drag your isometric view to the bottom left here. So, and we have our first angle projection, the front, the side, the top, and the 3D view. So maybe you want to present it this in a shaded way. So you can just come here, select it. So we have shaded without with just the edges. And if you want a more artistic look, so you can just select without edge, but it will be shaded. So anyone that you prefer, so that anybody that is seeing it would like easily understand what you are presenting. But so this is how to go about the whole first angle projection. So I'll quickly run through the chart now if we don't have any questions. Hey, okay, you didn't see the mass property. Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry, yes. You can't see it from here, from because I'm sharing only the SolidWorks screen, I guess. But what we have was correct with the my relation keep showing over my drawing. Is it your drawing file or your drawing on the if is your just your normal drawing? Let me go to the let me go to so there is a setting here where you can forgetting where it is. So you can see what things that you want to show and you don't want to show. So I think the what they call it, the relations are usually here. So s- confirm if your relation is not turned on. So I'm trying to check, or you can come to sketch here. I've seen that before. Okay, yes, this is the so display or delete relation. So you can see all your relations there, or you can remove them. So any other question? So, okay, okay. So any other question? So if we don't have any question now, we'll quickly go to what exactly we have for us today. So that's the key. So talking about assembly. Okay. Okay. So basically, this is what we are going to be designing and assembling today. So we have this internal combustion engine, what do you call it, the piston rod. So we have our piston head, the piston pin, we have pin locks, we have the connecting rod, we have a linker, we have the handle, and we have a crank case. So it's a basic crankshaft model. So we are going to design all this now and assemble it. before the end of today. So that's the goal of today. I would want to plead in advance that please, while I'm designing, just let's just wait. So the point of this today's session is the assembly. We want to focus more on the assembly. So if you now have question when we have gotten to the assembly, because we have a lot to design. So once we get to the assembly, so you can charge me there. Anything you don't get there, hold me responsible. So let's quickly start. We'll start from the simpler models to the other ones. So please just bear with me. I might be a bit fast. Mm, okay. Okay, so let's start. Like I said, we are starting from the simpler ones. Okay. So you can create a folder that you are going to save all the part files in. So I will also share the document with every one of us at the end of today, so that if you want to practice it, also you can practice. In fact, that's our task for today, and then we would also afterwards create a, a drawing file of it. You can use first angle projection to create the drawing file. So we have that. Or should I share the model now so that we can follow me as we are going? So you can unmute. I cannot. Can't check the chat at the moment. So please, if you can just unmute.
Share it to the group chat.
Okay, okay. Let me quickly do that then. Okay. Abdul Rashid, I'll send it to you so that you can send it to the group chat. Are you here? Abdul Rashid.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. 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 Please check your gym. So this project was actually a 3D printed. It has been 3D printed. So uh, is a very interesting um, model. So it was 3D printed at University of Lagos. So why I'm using 35 here is because the whole thing is 70. So I just split it out in case you see it and you don't understand what I'm doing. So the radius of the inner circle is 2.5. So 2.5 by 2. So we can trim unnecessary things that we don't need. So this is exactly what we need. So uh, check. So extrusion by 3 3 mm. So like I was saying, the project was 3D printed at the University of Lagos, and then this was actually 2023. Yeah, and then we did the assembly right there and there. So that's why it is a very interesting model, because anything you see here now, it has actually been 3D printed, right? So we're able to so create a folder where you save all these file into specially. So I'm saving to my desktop. uh, I'll create new. You just right click on any place outside here and create a folder. Say name because so okay. So just come to the page and then save it with the name pin lock type 1. So since it is almost the same as the one that we just did now, so we are just going to make some edits here directly here, and then I'll show you how to use the save as feature. So just click on the sketch and edit sketch. So uh, the center point now is 45 by 45. 45, 45. So we have radius 3.6, so 3.6 times 2 for the inner, 3.6 times 2 for the outer. We have 7.1 times 2. So we also extrude this by 3 mm. Okay, so we already have our shape, it's already ready. So instead of saving it now, we are going to come here, click on this drop down here, and we are going to save as new. So instead of us saving it, because we have edited what we designed in the first place, so you just come here and then change what we are saving. So I think this is just pin lock type 2. So we save it. So as you can see now, we are done with the pin locks. So next we are going to be going to the piston pin. So come up here and new. So new, we are creating a part file also. I'm sorry once again that I'm fast, so we just have to be as fast as possible. So select a bigger one and a small one. So the smaller one is of diameter 4.8 mm. The outer one is 10. Okay, so now we move forward. So check this. Next thing we'll do is we are going to do the extrusion of this outer bigger circle to one side, then the other side we are going to extrude the smaller circle. So come here, click on selected contour. So you are going to click on what you are extruding, change it to blind. So we just want it to come to one direction, so we are coming in by 3 mm. So check this. So you come back again, click on this sketch, then extrude it. So what we are extruding now is the smaller side. So you just come to the selected contour and ensure that you select that point. Now change the direction that it is going towards. So we are now extruding it by 26. Yeah. So 26. So we have our piston pin. Ensure that your merge result is selected here. So we have this. So basically we have our piston pin. So Control S to save. Let me see. Piston pin. Save. Okay. So I I hope you are still following me. Okay, so let's design the connecting rod. So the connecting rod. So I would just want us to note that there is a bit of an error on this model. So it's actually turned upside down. That's the first in the connecting rod, the top left. So it's actually upside down. So when you are designing, don't make error about what you are doing. So let me go back. So new. So same process to create our connecting rod. So yes, extrude front plane. So create our circle. So ensure that the center point are horizontal to each other. They are actually of the same dimensions too. Use the equal constraint to make them equal in dimension. So it is radius 7. That's 7 times 2, 14. So the distance between the center to center is 58. Let's set that also 58. So we have that. The next thing now is to create the center point in between the both of them. So the one at the top would be 4.8. Yeah, 4.8. That's the circle at the top. The 4.8 diameter. Then this also. So radius 6. No, diameter 6. Sorry, diameter 6. Because that's 3 times 2. Then this is diameter 4.8. So what next you are doing is to create a line from this point to this point, an horizontal line. You can actually use a center line, then you would offset it to both sides. That also works. Let's do that so that we'll be able to understand new features as we are going. So let us click on, no, we are using a center line because it's not needed. So from the center point to the center point. So you come to offset entities. So you click on this. So we are doing bi-directional. So bi-directional will take it to both sides. So what we want it to do is by 2 mm. So it's taken from this point here to here 2 mm. This point to here 2 mm. So we have that, and can click on check. So as you can see now, our model, it automatically generated it, but we have to connect this to this. So we are going to connect it. So we are going to use the the opposite of trim, extend. So we are going to extend it towards that point, extend it towards the point, extend it, and then extend it here too. So we'll now do the trim. we trim this side because we don't need it, and this side because we don't need it also. So trim this side and this side. So we have our model at the center point there. So check. What next? We are going to do fillet of radius 2 about this point. So come to fillet command here. The fillet is 2 mm. So just click on it and just select any of the supposed to select. Okay, we select the point where we need the edge. So this error is not really an error, so you just click on continue. Yes, so and press enter too. So we have that, and then you can check. So we are done with this drawing now. So we just click on check, and then we are done. So we extrude it, our connecting rod. We are extruding by 6 mm. So 6 mm, extruding by 6 mm. So we have that. Let me extrude it to the other side. Yeah. So you can check it now. So next thing, we are going to create that point that is going to come out from here. So we just come here, click on sketch, and then extrude. So we are now going to select the point. Sorry, the contour that we want, which is this center one here, to the other side. So what you do is to just add 10 to what is already there. So you can use your normal calculation, but since it's a simple calculation, so you just 6 plus 10, that's 16. So we have that, and we are done with this. So we are putting a fillet of 2 mm at this face here. So we come here, filleting this edge 2 mm. Radius 2. So click on 2 here, and then you are done with this fillet. So next thing that we're going to do now is to fillet this and this place. So come to fillet again. So the good thing about this type of fillet is that you don't have to click on everything one by one. So once you click on an edge, it automatically select the remaining edge. So we are filleting this by 1 mm. So you select the edge on just a single one, to select the remaining chain of what you want to fillet, and to automatically select it. So basically now we are done with our connecting rod. So our connecting rod is ready. Save it. Connecting rod. Okay. So we can design the link next. Okay, so we are going next to the link. Let's design the link. Okay. So we are using the extrude command again. So we can draw our two center circles. We are going to define the model. Ensure they are horizontal to each other, maybe vertical to each other. So the top one is of radius, no, sorry, of diameter. Okay, no, radius 7, that's diameter 14. Create that. Enter 14. You could actually have used the slot for that. That's using the slot feature so as not to waste too much time. But since we have already used the center circle, so we are going to continue. So this is also equal to this, equal. Then draw our line. So the distance between the center to center is 25 mm. So we actually do not need this part, but we need this, so we can just trim only this part. So trim. So we have that. Now we can do the center circle that is needed there. Mm, So it is of diameter 6. So put it at 6 there. And then this one is of diameter 3.4 times 2, 3.4 times 2. So what you are going to do now is you are going to divide this circle somewhere here. So ensure that your line is vertical. So that point to that point. So then trim this out. So trim. So we'll dimension from this point to the top point. So it's 2 mm. But even if it's not, so you can just click on this line and then make it horizontal so that your line will be horizontal. So dimension it from this point to this point is 2 mm. So yeah, done with that. Now let's generate this first before we go back to do the second one. So check this. So what we want to first design now, total. I'm going to select this face and then this face, and let's even select this face. So we are extruding it by 6 mm. So 6 mm. So we have that. Check it. So we are done with that first part. So using the same sketch, we are going to same extrude. We are going to extrude this base here, this one, and then this one. So select that. We are going to extrude it by 12.5. So by 12.5. Yeah, 12.5. Then now extrude the final one outside. So extrude again. They gave us this one. From our dimension, they said from this face outward, the dimension is 18.5. So we are going to use this. We are going to start from this face. So we are starting from this face and 18.5. Yeah, 18.5. We have our model there. So we are done with the first part. So they actually gave us something again. So they said this inner circle here, this part, it has a fillet of 2 mm. So come here. So click on the face. Then I'm going to fillet it 2 mm. So check that. So I've done that. So, um, so for the next one is actually what we are going to do is that we are going to use this face now. We are going to create a sketch, and then we are just going to um what do you call it, offset these two lines inwards. So first thing we'll do is to convert this entity, because you know that this is from another drawing, so we now convert it to make it a drawing on this sketch that we are doing. So select it, we have created that point, so we now offset it by 4 mm. So remember, it's not by directional now, so changing the to by 4. We'll do it again for the other side, reverse by 4. So we basically have that. So we are also going to do the same for this also, and then we should have done for this circle too. So we can make this also a sketch, convert it, and then we're going to by 4. Okay, no, this should not be. I'm not sure, is this that was divided by I'm thinking it was this circle. Okay, so it was actually cut at this point, so we are going to trim it. Don't need all this, don't need this, don't need this. So we are going to add our fillet. Our fillet is of radius 1 mm. So at this point, so we are going to add a fillet 1 mm and change it to 1 mm to have that. So our we shall just turn it into a, so that our sketch will be fully defined. Okay, so I'm trying to, okay, let's convert the sketch, and then we are going to extend it. Okay, so that's what we need. So we just trim the rest. We don't need the rest. So we don't even need this. So now we are going to fillet it also by 1 mm. 1 mm. Oh, I didn't select the fillet. So fillet, we are going to fillet it by 1 mm. 1 mm. So check that, and then you can click on check. So we are going to extrude cut this now. So you come to the feature and then extrude cut. You don't have to worry yourself about using maybe blind feature. You can just use through all. It's going to cut itself through all the bodies. So, and that's it. We are done with the link. So save link. So we are moving to the much more other ones now. Okay, now let's go to the handle first. So let me close this. Close this. Close this. Wow, don't have time again. So as our time is already fast spent, I don't know. Maybe I'll just finish up the rest and then post it for you guys. But I'll try my best to, as much as possible, to finish this before we leave here. Cause um, so we'll connect them. Okay, let's divide this. Please bear with me. We're running out of time. Okay. Students will have. Okay, so having a feeling that we'll not be able to finish this today. So just
You can take your time, sir. You can take your time.
okay, okay. No, no, actually,
Or alternatively, I think with what we have produced, you can assemble that to at least we have an idea of how
Okay,
the assembly looks like.
okay, so people can try the assembly, and then I'll check it on the group. If we don't have any correct answer, we are going to um, look at it together. So let me quickly hand over the floor to Nimeki OAU chapter, the president. So you can quickly address the class while I round up my drawing or design. But let me see. Okay.
So good evening,
Are you there?
everyone.
Okay. Good evening.
Sorry for the, but I thought it's referring to the vice president. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Alao Bilal for and Lagos work for this for the boot camp. Just say since this is the last day, just to a kind of give a kind of a vote of thanks for everyone that have joined through this period. I believe others, a lot of others too, when they check the video, they will continue to make their submission and follow through. So first of all, thank you, Lagos Work, and thanks to our coordinators, the vice president, and the TDs. We have different technical division, which is one we are running now for the car. That is Rashid Hosseini, and to the VP for taking through to this point. And for those joining us, understand people join us from different schools, even other countries. So thank you all for joining this. I believe that immediately after this, you continue practicing more too, because don't just want to make it a one-off thing. Yeah, one thing with engineering is that you continue improving every day, and which is one of the reasons why I want to go more on this. You improve, you take more challenging tasks, and you get better, and maybe perhaps we'll sustain the community to be so that we'll be able to do more. Then perhaps more information will be announced, because it's not just this training. We want more things to follow. There will be more activities and challenge that will follow through after this. So we'll also be on lookout. I just want to take a little moment to share this with us. Thank you very much, and thank you everyone.
Yeah, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Yeah, so once again, my name is Ishola Buluwatfemajo, the Vice President of NIMechE OAU, and want to say a big thank you to Mr. Bilal and the entirety of Lagos Work for helping us achieve this boot camp in a very, very short time. I mean, I think we planned this in under, I think, 48 hours, and we're able to execute it. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. We have students all over Nigeria, Oshun. We have students from Ibadan, yeah. We have students from other countries as well. So actually really, really happy that we're able to execute this training. Uh, After this, we have a competition coming up in regards to our conference, which will be on June. That will be in the first week of June. Further information on that will be shared on the WhatsApp group for the competition. Uh, I think the last thing I just have to say is that okay, let me hand over to Abdul Rashid, the technical director for the card design and simulation.
virtual. So for those people that joined virtually from different schools, different countries, we really appreciate. Thank you very much for joining, and I'm very sure you enjoyed the session. So that's the main reason we are doing this, and I love the way everyone is very active in this. So for the certificate of participation, we have lots of people in the group, and we do this every month. So we we have a task that we are going to do, and from what our tutor said is helping us to design each part, and we are going to assemble it ourselves. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a Google form. There, you are going to fill any necessary information you need to fill. Then you will submit your file in that Google form. So that one will let us know that you are done with the assignment. So you are going to submit the assembly file. Yeah, I think that was the best. Or you can just put everything in a folder and submit a Google Drive link. So anyone is better for you. I'm going to explain better um in the WhatsApp platform. So from that, we are going to tell you how you're going to get your certificate. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Is there any other thing you want to say, sir? Mr. Vice President.
No, not at all. That's all. Thank you very much, Rashid.
Okay. So let's wait for our tutor to round up. And please don't forget
Okay,
to do the
so
task.
I think, do you think I should share the models once I'm done to the group so that people that need it will just be able to take it and then,
Yes, I think that will be fine so that
doing
it's
the
going to wait.
assembly from there?
Yes, they just
Uh-huh.
send it. So that's nice.
All right, let me continue. So I've increased the time a bit, so we have a bit of time to continue.
Hello, hello.
So
Yeah, hello. Please, if you are sharing the files to us, please save it in a lower version of SolidWorks for us. Because some of us
okay,
are not
that's
using 2026. Yeah, I can
26.
see you are
Okay,
using
I would.
2026.
I think I should be able to save up to 2023 or 2024. So I'll
Yeah, you
try
can
that.
see. So that will be fine like that. Nice. Thank you for that information. Is there any other question? If you have any question regarding the boot camp, you are free to
Yes,
ask.
actually, while I'm working on this, but our time will soon be up now. So if you have any question, you can go ahead and ask before we call it a day. Oh, thank you. You can unmute yourself. I'm not following the chat. Sorry. In case if there's any question on the chat, I'm not following the chat. Okay. Thank you. So this is actually where our time is coming to an end on this session. So thank you very much once again for joining us. I'll be rounding up from here, and then when I'm done, I will share the model with everyone on the group chat, so we would have access to them. Even if maybe I share a more lower version up to where I can share to, maybe other people that are using lower versions too can downgrade it also, so everyone will be able to have access to it. So thank you very much once again, every one of you, for joining us today, and really appreciate you taking part of your time joining us over these 3 days. Yeah, it's not easy. So it took your time and your energy to join us, and we really hope um, you you enjoyed the training, so you have enjoyed so far. So thank you very much once again. I would share the model with us on the group, and then if you have any further question now, you can ask on the group. So thank you. Good night to everyone in Nigeria, but I think Ghana too. Yeah, good night to you in Ghana too, and then for the rest in other countries, good night or good day. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. So expect more information on in the WhatsApp group.
Sorry, hold on, please.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, sorry, I can't help but notice that I think we have a lecturer on this call.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
is
so I
actually
don't know.
my lecturer.
Okay, I don't know if he has maybe some comments to add before we the end of the session.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm honored actually to be among you guys. Well, I shouldn't introduce myself so that I won't be intimidating anybody. But it's been a worthwhile experience anyway. And I want to encourage you